When image is good, there comes trust. What turns a new introduction into a real family? Let's talk about this with Professor Oleg Orlov, who is a professional coach, therapist, and psychologist for our men clients. Thanks to very deep and thorough work of Oleg, men reboot themselves and become new, better versions of themselves for new relationships.
Yeah, thanks, Adela, for the warm introduction. I would call us colleagues because, as you said, a new relationship, a new family starts with attraction, but a really important part of it is compatibility in terms of all different characteristics of people, starting from their upbringing, their needs, their character, their wishes, their behavioral patterns. And it's not always easy to meet someone who is compatible with you by chance. I would say in practice, I faced a situation where being compatible by chance is really rare. So that's why your work is really important. When you help people understand themselves, help them understand what they need, help them meet the partner which is truly compatible with them. And in case they need to grow and change something in themselves, you are also pointing not only to a place or a point of growth, but also to how to grow.
Yep, we use you as a great help. What are the main goal blocks for men to start new relationships?
There is a whole set of different things. I will maybe mention the most common ones, and if you're especially interested in something, please ask. So I would say that lack of trust may be one of the important blocks. I would say that looking for someone perfect may be an important block. You for sure need to find someone good enough for you, but you shouldn't aim to find someone perfect. Being too modest sometimes, or being too shy is another block. Not willing to listen to your partner is another block. Many of them. I would recommend trying to find out your specific pattern instead of blocks if you want to change something and be more efficient.
When people are beginning relationships, there are certain obstacles, and I see them all the time. From your professional point of view, what are they?
Okay, so one of the most important obstacles is expectations. It is a set of behaviors and a set of perceptions which you bring into the relationship. So they usually come from your past experiences and your upbringing, and usually people do the same thing over and over again with the same partners. The most interesting thing is people are usually unaware that they even have this behaviors and perceptions. They tend to think that they know themselves well, but actually, based on practice, it's not always the truth. So here, where our work is important to help a person understand who they are, what they want, how they behave, what kind of person they need, and maybe whether they need to change something in their own behaviors to be happy. So I'm personally very attracted to beautiful women, as any man would be. But for some men, this is like physical attraction because the only reason why they're attracted. And actually, they often need connection and love, but they kind of mix it, or they take physical attractiveness as a possibility to have a good loving relationship and having strong emotional bond. So they choose women who are sometimes superficially beautiful, and it becomes difficult for them to build the relationship because some of them feel that it's boring for them, for the men to continue the relationship. Some of them feel that they also wanted some level of sophistication from the woman. Some of them feel that they want a more stable and relaxed and traditional relationship, which may be incompatible with a specific type of woman they choose. So reorienting their what's important for them becomes an important task, and seeing that you need to reorient your behavior is also important.
And does it work? Because all men say, I want to be attracted to her. She has to be very beautiful. So what do you do with it?
It's not a problem. When you realize that beauty is not the only thing which is important for you. I saw a lot of examples when men started to think this way, like, okay, so beauty is not important at all. I will choose someone who is, who will be a good mother of my kids and who is like a typical housewife, which also doesn't work because you need to have a certain level of attraction. So you don't need to focus only on attraction. You need to figure out what's attractive for you specifically, and you need to find an attractive enough partner.
So at the end, the man, your client, ended up marrying
an attractive enough person, but who also had, a more developed personality, was a good partner, and with whom they would see it possible to, happily live their life.
Working with you, Oleg, has helped many men really understand their needs deeper and better. And thank you very much for helping them create real relationships. It's a blessing to see that. Also, working with couples helps to emphasize on their true needs, on their personalities, on their values and goals, and brings them together instead of falling apart. So thank you dearly for your hard work, for your intellectual work, and for supporting our couples.
Yeah, thanks to you, Natalia. I enjoy very much working with you. I respect your approach, and I enjoy working in a situation where people actually matter for you and not something else.